When we got home from market today, we noticed that one of the eggs that we were not sure was going to be viable had begun to hatch. This little one's bill had just started to poke out of the shell. When we examined it closer, it was easy to discern that the exterior membrane had dried out and that this little one was what's called stalled. Left in this condition, this baby may hatch, or more likely this baby would not be strong enough to get out of its shell and would just die before morning. Because the egg was getting cold and because none of the moms were near it or laying on it or taking care of it, it had been pushed out of the nest, we decided to go ahead and intervene. What I've done so far is I've just cracked with the shell that, actually I said that wrong. I didn't crack the shell. I worked with the crack that was in the shell and gently peeled away that outer shell. The membrane that you're seeing, the red part, is translucent, and what you're seeing that's red are the veins. If we were to open this shell right now, this baby's umbilical has not closed up, so those veins all have a blood supply, and that baby would perish if we were to do that. So what we've done is we've enlarged the dry membrane, we've wet the inner membrane, and this little baby's bill is out, so it's getting fresh oxygen. We're keeping it warm. That's the heating pad right next to it. We're keeping it warm but not hot. And we're going to give it a little bit of time to see if this little one can actually be born on its own. If this little one can be born on its own, we'll let it do that. If it can't, then slowly over the next few hours, we'll gently peel away the outer egg, tapping all the while. That tapping is what triggers the baby's umbilicus to close and to close off that blood supply to the outside. We've not punctured any of those veins. That's just wet. You're just seeing the inner membrane that's wet, but everything is intact. And so we'll give it a little bit of time. We've had a pretty good success rate of helping chicks when this has happened, but nothing's 100%, so sadly there is the potential that this little one may not make it, but we're going to try to give it every opportunity to do so. And we will keep you all informed. So stay with us. Little Gosling is making really good progress. We have to go very slowly. This is about 3 hours in from when we started. And you can see the little veins are still, this is all inside the membrane. That little bit right there was from earlier, but it dried real nice. And we're very wet, but we're active. We just need that final little push to get all the way out. You can do it, little one. You can do it. So we're almost out. We've got just the feet still in. This is not a vein. This is actually skin. The veins are still attached though on the inside of that membrane, and it's attached inside to that umbilicus, so we don't want to be pulling on that. We want that to close naturally, and we'll give he or she enough time to do that. And we'll come back and check on in a little bit. Little goose finished being hatched, but it is very weak, which is one of the downsides of helping a chick to hatch, is that often, even though you've helped them to be born, they still are too weak to survive. This little guy was what Sean called liquid goose this morning. Its legs were not under it, and its head was straight out, and it was barely moving. As you can see, with a little bit of vitamin water into him, or her, she's starting to pick up her head, and her feet are under her. She's exploring a little bit around her, and we have hope. Oops, we got shavings on you. We have some hope that this little one will get strong enough to make it. We'll keep you posted. You're getting stronger, aren't you? Hi. Hello, little one. Hello. We're standing on our own 2 feet, kind of. And we're definitely more active, and we're eating and we're drinking on our own. So we're cautiously optimistic that this little one might pull through. So this morning we woke up and our little Gosling was standing. The downside of that was our little Gosling was standled with slightly spraddled legs. So we put a little brace made out of Band-Aids to help little Gosling to stand slightly better, and it's working. And we're hoping that within a couple of days we can remove the Band-Aid and legs will be aligned properly, and little Gosling will be able to go back outside with its nestmates. Because we're a little concerned that our new little Gosling doesn't know what food and water is, though we've been offering it to it for the last day that it has been alive. We brought in its nestmates in the hopes that they would show our little guy or girl how to eat and drink. So far, nobody's interested in the food, so we may go to a plan B, but this is the scene in our living room this morning. Come on, you can do it. Almost. You gotta stand that way. That way. There you go. Good job. That's better. Little Goose Goose is doing very well. So when it stops raining later today, the only problem is he can't get pictures because he runs to me. Are you trying to get me? So later today, when it stops raining, we're going to bring the little goose outside and see about introducing it back to its nestmates and its mom and dad. Wait a minute. All right, ready? Oh. You like the water, huh? Swimming so much fun. Is that fun? Look at me. Oh, you're getting those fingers. All right, are we all done? Here. Wait a minute. Oh. It should say to like a goose to water. Want to come out? No, we just want to play. Ready? Beep, beep, beep. You can do it. You can do it. You want out? You tired? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Right here. You need me. Are you all done? You all done? Alright. Come on up on the sideboard. Come on up on the sideboard. You all done? That's back in the water. Here. Come on up on the sideboard. Are you all done? We're not all done yet, huh? Not yet. You're kidding me. Hi, little goosey. Hi. Do you want to meet the other geese? It's time. It's time. I hope you still remember me, but you'll do better with other geese. Molly, over here.
I think he's afraid of them. They're very loud.
Hi, Goose. Hello, Goose. Hello, Goose. Hello, Goose.
Molly.
Hello, Goose. Hi.
Molly.
You need to go with the other geese. Oh, I love you. Our little gosling's not directly with the other goslings. It did stay the fourth time we tried. It's the little one closest. I don't know if you can see it in the grass right there. And the other two are over here. I'm trying to be really quiet, and I'm hoping that it will understand that it needs to live with the geese. Go on, little one. There you go. There you go. Go on, you gotta catch up. Oh my goodness, I think it knows where it lives. I'll stay out for quite a while and make sure that the little one is fully integrated and that it's not confused that it needs to live with the geese and that they fully accept him or her. And though my heart is a little bit sad because I've enjoyed mothering this little guy, this is the best possible result of helping he or she to hatch.